Oh, whoa, did you see that? Oh, that's my phone. Whee! Hey there YouTube, it's Caitlin, and today I just wanted to share with you some of my Netflix recommendations because I know that's what a lot of people who watch my channel are all about. They're about television and reaction videos of TV stuff, so I figured I'm going to share with you some of my favorite shows to binge on Netflix. I'm going to get right on into this, and in no particular order, just going to give you all 10. And hopefully you guys can pick up on one of these recommendations and start watching it. So the first show I'm going to recommend that I watched on Netflix is New Girl. New Girl is just a show about a few people who live in an apartment together and just all these crazy adventures they go on. And it's just kind of a really laid-back, fun comedy show, so if you're ever in the mood for something just really light and fun, New Girl is definitely the way to go. The characters are so lovable. I love Nick so much, Nick and Jess forever. Currently that show has 5 seasons on Netflix. There's supposed to be a 6th season, but I haven't heard anything about a release date for that yet. Second show I want to recommend to you is Black Mirror. Black Mirror is a Netflix original. It is a show that has basically been described as a modern-day Twilight Zone. Each episode is an entirely new story with entirely new characters, but what it is it takes these crazy scenarios, futuristic technology-based scenarios, and it just shows how things can go wrong with technology. Watching that show is it's so thought-provoking. What I will say though about Black Mirror is it's hit or miss. Some episodes are really amazing, some not so much. But overall, Black Mirror is really cool and really thought-provoking, and I definitely would recommend it. And right now, Black Mirror has 4 seasons on Netflix. It is, again, a Netflix original, so it just comes out on Netflix immediately, all episodes at once. The third show I'm going to recommend to you is one that you have definitely heard of, and I would honestly be surprised if you haven't seen it yet, and that is Stranger Things. It is currently 2 seasons on Netflix. There is a 3rd season coming out in, I believe it's 2019. I'm sure you know what Stranger Things is. It's basically about a boy who he goes missing, and all this crazy sci-fi type stuff happens, and I don't really want to describe too much if you haven't seen it, but I'm sure you've heard about it, and I definitely recommend it. The characters are really fun and really you really get attached to the kids in the show. Every episode essentially ends with this kind of cliffhanger where you're just like, oh my god, what happens next? And then you have to binge the next episode. That's definitely a show I binged in 2 days. So definitely recommend it. Next show I want to recommend is How to Get Away with Murder. That show, it's basically a teen drama kind of show. It's about a bunch of kids who go to law school and they work for this lawyer who's really well known, but she also has a lot of crazy shit going on in her life. They end up getting caught up in this woman's crazy life, and a lot of bad things happen, as you can imagine. There's a lot of murder going on, and it's kind of like a better version genre-wise of Pretty Little Liars. It's got the same kind of feel as Pretty Little Liars does, but it's way better. I'm still loving it. It currently has 3 seasons on Netflix, and they're in the 4th season right now. So I definitely recommend that show. 10 out of 10. Okay, this next show is it owns my heart. It is called Broadchurch, and it stars David Tennant, and if you don't know who David Tennant is, you will love him. He is so amazing. Broadchurch is, I believe it's a British crime show. I think it's British. I forget. It's been a while since I watched it. Just about these 2 detectives who have to solve a bunch of mysteries, and each season revolves around one case. Although seasons 1 and 2 kind of revolve around the same case. It drags you in. I had to binge that show because it was so good. I seriously, if you like detective stuff, Broadchurch is for you. I guarantee it. Please take my word on this one. Broadchurch is incredible. It is also 3 seasons and it is over, so it's not like it's gonna really take up a ton of your time, and I really recommend this one, even higher above than all the other ones that I've recommended. Broadchurch is probably my #1 favorite show I binged on Netflix. It's incredible. Next show I want to recommend is Dexter. I don't know if you've heard of Dexter, but Dexter is basically a show about a serial killer. The main character is a serial killer, but he's a likable serial killer. He's the main character and you're supposed to like him. He tries to use this crazy addiction to killing that he has as a somewhat good thing by killing bad people. I know it doesn't really sound good, but that show is another one that's just super addicting. You just have to keep binging it. The one negative side, I think, to Dexter is that the last season is not good. Anyone who's watched Dexter can tell you that it's one of the worst series finale group of episodes they've ever seen. And that's really disappointing because the show is so good. It just has the worst ending of any show. I think it's worse than Lost. I definitely recommend it regardless because the characters are so interesting, and Oh, it's like a really heart-wrenching show too, and now I'm thinking about it and I want to go back and watch it. 8 seasons and it's over and they're all on Netflix, so that's a show that you could start to finish binge and you'd be done. Next show I want to recommend to you is The Good Place. This is a very new show. I think it came out last year, so right now there's only 1 season on Netflix, and they're in the 2nd season currently. But this show is about a woman who dies, and when you die, you either go to the good place or the bad place, depending on what you did in life. And this woman, she ends up in the good place accidentally, even though she's supposed to be in the bad place, and it's all about her trying to blend in the good place. And it's just really funny and it has a lot of plot twists, and definitely recommend the show. It's really funny, again, just a really lighthearted kind of show, and it stars Kristen Bell, and if you know Kristen Bell, you know she's pretty amazing. So definitely recommend The Good Place. Next show I want to recommend to you is a show called Love. This is a Netflix original show, and there are 2 seasons on Netflix, and I believe they are making a 3rd, if I am not mistaken. Love is another just really kind of fun, light show. It's about a guy and a girl who live in Los Angeles and just all the adventures they go through. And the guy and the girl have this like awkward on-again, off-again relationship, but it's very like, I don't even know, like it's very chill, very fun. Not a lot of crazy stuff happening in this show either, but it's another show, like I binge this show, like a season comes out, watch it in a day. It's just like one of those really fun kind of shows, so I definitely recommend it if you're just like in between shows and you just want to watch something quick that's really fun. I definitely say Love is the way to go. The last show I want to recommend to you is one that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is Parenthood. Parenthood is a show basically just about family life, about this family. Like, you know, you got the main family and then like the brother and the sister and the parents, and just about all the crazy stuff all these families go through. This show has 6 seasons on Netflix and it is over, so again, it's another show you can watch start to finish and be done with it. It has the most lovable characters, but one thing I also like about this show is you hate every single character at one point or another in the show. Every single character does something to annoy you throughout the show, and they also do things to make you love them. So it's more of like a realistic show, but it deals with like this real life family drama that goes on. It's just so like, oh, it pulls on your heartstrings, guys. It's a good show. So those are all the shows I'm gonna share with you guys today. Hopefully you can pick up on one of these shows and go watch them if you're interested. If you guys have any Netflix recommendations for me, please comment them down below, because I am kind of like watching a show right now, but I'm not sure how I feel about it, so I might just stop watching it, but I need a new show to watch first. So if you guys have any recommendations, comment them down below. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe right down here. Please, I love you if you subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!